eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And, of course, Jalen Williams, as we get to see him playing his first game with Orlando.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Down low. Stoudemire left side. Shot clock at 5. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Tonight, I'm looking forward to this grade. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now here's Embiid. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce.
Yo. Yo. Hello? 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 Hello?
Force, who's got a story. For us. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. Wemby came up and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And the shot goes in.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's SGA. Stoudemire in the post. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Anthony. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Houston. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen away to the left side wing. Outside, SGA. pass to Houston. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Houston's got 5 points so far. Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
To the paint, Stoudemire. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Anthony in the corner. 5-on-3 break. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:58 left to play in the first. Siakam deciding where to go with it. They double-team Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams' shot is off. And SGA has got the ball here for the Knicks. 6-point lead. Outside, Sabonis. Takes a 3. And Bynum pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Roy. They need this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Markkanen. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man. Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Not a strong suit for this group. Just around 71%.
Pass to Davis. And here's Sabonis. He's guarded by Bynum. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And here is Davis. Following the three-pointer by Siakam. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Davis. Here's Castle. And it's off from three-point range. Now Scott. Now here's Bynum. Castle covering. 3 seconds left. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Then one on Castle.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And that does it for the first quarter.
Orlando, 11.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Guys?
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. On the wing, Davis. Over Iverson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
The Knicks leading by 6. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside, Markkanen. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so Orlando, again, turning it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Castle. Pass to Gilmore. And he banks in the layup. Gilmore's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Shots good by Rice.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Pass to Gilmore. In the corner, Castle with it. Lots of room. Here's Gilmore. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Hardaway. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
First team foul. Substitution for
DRAGZ with it. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 on the clock. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Wasted no time on that one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Wallace. Nailed from three-point land. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Scott. Pass to Hardaway. For the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Gilmore. He's guarded by Bynum. Lets it go from the wing. And Bynum pulls it down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Siakam inside. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Bynum with the steal. Pass to Scott. On the wing, Williams. No scoring in this one. And here is Bynum. And it's Bynum with the jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Houston. And a great assist by DRAGZ as that one goes in.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Bynum with the steal. Williams for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Larry Markkinen getting it done for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Now here's Anthony, still without a basket. Back to Stoudemire. Lets it fly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Fires from the wing. Rice, no good. New York trailing. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
First team foul.
And how about the play by Stoudemire? Gets the defense off balance and able to draw the foul with the shot.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
On the wing, Markkinen. Back to Sabonis. And the shot is good, popping in off the front of the rim. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for New York. Pass to Wembanyama. Up top, Embiid. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Iverson picks him up. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the three. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you, Kevin.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
He gets that one. Sabonis has got his third basket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Hardaway. Williams for three. Right side, Markkinen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Anthony. This one for three. Orlando grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a three-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Here's Houston. He has 7. Smith's good. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 11 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Sit out to Markkanen. Here's Smits. And Bynum pulls it down.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Hardaway with the steal. And here they come. Bynum with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Your handle has got to be tight enough to get a little bit of separation. Jalen Williams with the pretty move.
Here's SGA.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
SGA on the drive. Pass to Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line.
That free throw good from Anthony. He's perfect from the line this time.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Roy. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Magic leading by a...
Orlando, 48.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Three-pointer, Butler. Orlando grabs the miss. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. For 3, Roy. Sabonis grabs the board.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Rice. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Wallace. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Iverson. It's hauled in by Butler. New York trailing. Davis up top. Pass to Wallace to take the lead. 5 to shoot. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Pass to Rice. Fires the 3. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. And the Magic lead by 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Orlando.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Houston. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Knicks trailed by 4. Outside, SGA. From about 19, count the basket.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
That one is off.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and puts it down.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Now Wembanyama. Good!
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Oh, what a finish!
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
SGA! The three goes down.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Oh, and he cannot get the layup. The Knicks with the lead. No one near him. Count it. Nice touch.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Oh, so fast in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it done.
Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Oh, what a play inside.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it in off the window.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Anthony. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
In a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Now here's Hardaway. So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home that it
everyone, and welcome to this Tuesday night telecast of the NBA presented by 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. And good. Got the a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Here's Houston. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Anthony, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
Here's Hardaway. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
To the paint. Anthony. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. To the inside. Embiid's shot is good.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Shoots it from the high post. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 6 points. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Embiid. Anthony grabs the board.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Lets it go. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Give him 8 points now.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Rice. From deep. Connects from downtown.
Love the no-hesitation shot release of Glenn Rice. You see the confidence he has, and for good reason.
On the wing, Anthony. Here's Stoudemire. Anthony. Second chance shot. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's all knotted up.
Embiid knows how to bully his way into position for the putback.
On the wing, Anthony. And there's the screen. Stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Out left to the wing. And here's Siakam for 3. They double him with Butler. Inside. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
That's why they call this man Spicy Pete. He's got a little nasty streak to him.
Over to the wing. Here's Roy. No points so far. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Outside, SGA. He's all alone. And then Siakam with the jam.
Those are fun to watch. Spicy P converts the fast break.
Here's Markkanen. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Magic leading by 6. Outside, Williams. Misses the 3. And here's Butler outside. That shot off. Siakam for 3. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
A nice shot by Rice. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
And down it goes, 2 points.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Here's Iverson. Davis with a rebound. Here's Butler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Here's Embiid. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Down low. Sabonis. And he drops it in from the low post. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Wembanyama. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Pass to Markkanen. Launches it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Magic leading by 4. To the middle. Wemby, unstoppable and close.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And so Davis will bring it up for New York. Lets it fly. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Orlando with the ball. 6-point lead.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam. High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
Right side, Williams. Knocked loose. Pass to Siakam. Clock at 6. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Siakam's got 10 points in the game. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place. That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
First team foul.
A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. Siakam on the attack. And Siakam with the slam.
Yep, Siakam's got that inside.
Now here's SGA. Anthony outside. From 18 feet away. They get it back. Pass to Gilmore. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, you can't allow Gilmore that kind of positioning. I mean, once he gets it, he's throwing it down every time.
Here's Siakam. Gilmore grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 9. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from the wing. Basket's good.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Roy. No good, off the front rim. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Magic out in front, up by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Orlando leading by 7. Pass to Embiid. And it's New York with a rebound. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, BA, making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
And stolen by Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony's such a great scorer, really skilled at being able to get to his spots, which makes him dangerous in transition.
Pure from three-point range.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
To the left wing. Here's Houston. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Houston's gotten 4 this quarter.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
For 3, Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Kenny Hardaway showing off his athleticism there. He's capable of throwing it down with force.
SGA showing off the athleticism there.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Anthony. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And now it's just a 2-point Orlando lead.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
There's the drive, and it's Butler with the jam.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Well, Larry Markkinen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Laurie's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Picked by Sabonis. Here's Houston. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. Houston's got 6.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here. And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Here's Sabonis. Markkinen for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Orlando trailing here. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. To the inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you, B.A.
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Scott. Still no points. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter here. Davis with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Knicks making a change here.
Substitution for the Knicks.
And New York has possession. It's a 1-point game. Sabonis. And the layup is good off the glass. Sabonis has got 6 points. Here's Scott. Siakam left side. Pass to Bynum. Banked it in off the glass.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. It will be a redraw.
Pass to Castle. Lets the 3 fly. Orlando with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Shot on the wing. Orlando again missing. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Davis. Scott with a rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Knocked away. Outside for Davis. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start.
45.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Davis. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Castle outside. Pass to Sabonis. The ball's knocked loose.
After being so smart with the ball in the first half, he's gotten a bit careless.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
And he can't get the first one.
Joel Embiid.
And he sinks the second.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Here's Castle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Davis with it. Pass to Markkanen. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Magic. Number 15. Anthony.
And so here is Orlando. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Assist goes to.
And now a 3-point New York lead.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Pass to Scott. Siakam looking it over. Tries yet again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Really good use of the pump fake from Siakam, earning a trip to the line.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or 2 to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Strong bucket by Siakam.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
Here's SGA. Pass to Stoudemire.
And Stoudemire, really one of the deadliest big men in the game. His combination of power and speed and finishing, wow, unique.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
The Knicks making a switch here.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Oh, the shot is off. And here's New York now. They're on a 12-3 run. And the 3 misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's good!
You can't allow Hardaway to get these kinds of looks. He's very consistent inside.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Gilgeous-Alexander going through contact. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to fall.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
And stolen by Anthony. And they're on the run. Here's Gilmore. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Playing with such brute force on the inside. Gilmore with the size and some pretty good moves, too.
Here's Embiid. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
SGA, the free ball is down.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
Driving in, banks it home, big shot.
What a burst out of that first step, straight to the hole.
Outside SGA. There's 1:17 left in the final quarter. Fires the three. Embiid there for the rebound. Magic trail by 9. On the take. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Boy, Iverson's so stubborn and competitive offensively, forcing that shot through, even while taking the foul.
New York making a switch here. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. New York making a switch here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you.
If Allen Iverson is anything, he's a big-time baller. Loves taking the huge shots.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Gilmore from inside. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 3 on the clock. The 17-footer. Wembanyama rips down the board.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
And he commits the intentional foul.
They're just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Orlando calls timeout. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Outside Wembanyama. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So New York. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Stoudemire. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Yes, it's good.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Hardaway. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. To the inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. They've got numbers. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
New York ball.
New York with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Three-pointer, Anthony. Buries it from 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And the Knicks, another 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Houston. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Down low. Here's Stoudemire. And there's a 3-second violation. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Iverson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Houston. 4 on the clock. Here's Anthony. New York again can't hit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Gilmore. And that one is hammered home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella. He's just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Now here's Davis. Here's Anthony. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Anthony's got 8.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there. And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Davis. Misses the 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the wing, right side. Knocks it loose. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul, 13.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Davis hits.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Magically, 17.
Here's Scott. Williams from long range. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Orlando ahead. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break. And
17.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Here's Rice. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Davis from long range. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Embiid. Pass to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando again missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
Orlando making some changes. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Brian, back to you.
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Right side, Davis. This one for 3. Bynum with a rebound. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to Williams. From downtown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
New York working the ball around now. Oh, marking it good in the paint.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Siakam outside. The kick out to Williams. Launches a 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That one drops for him.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Shakes it. Oh, misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him. You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Orlando's shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. So both teams making some changes here. That one's no good. That's to Stoudemire. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. That one's wide left. The Knicks with the lead. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Gilmore. And that one is stuffed right through.
Nice decision by SGA. That is why you want him handling the ball.
Here's Scott. Soft touch off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside for Butler. No good on the triple.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
The putback. Pass to Roy. Outside, Williams. High post, Siakam. Fires the three. Gilmore grabs the miss. And the Knicks with the possession here. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe. 43 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the Knicks making a change here. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Smits. On the wing, Wallace. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Anthony outside. He gets it up. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Knicks out in front, up one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Hardaway. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Ooh, they pick off the pass. To the middle. Pass to Iverson. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Left side, Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
Poke loose. And stolen by Hardaway. By himself. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for New York.
SGA deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot here. Anthony misses.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
To the wing on the left. Markkanen outside. Fires from the line. Here's Anthony. Buries it down low. Anthony's got 10. Magic leading by 3. Now Hardaway. And the layup falls.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's SGA. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Embiid can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Houston with a 9-footer. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here's Iverson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. On the wing, SGA. Look at Shai playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Wembanyama down low. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Inside. Here's Wallace. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Iverson. And he banks in the layup. Iverson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Orlando making some changes. Knicks trail by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Orlando moving the ball around. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. And there's the screen. Over Markkanen. Williams misses. And here are the Knicks. They trail by 7. Davis goes in. And finished off by Davis.
Wait, big finish, big time, and man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Williams misses from close range.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
3-pointer. 50 seconds left in the third. And he gets the bucket. Scott's got 7.
An excellent passing wing. Jalen Williams can run offense. He's got an assist right there. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. New York making a switch here. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Scott. He has 7. Davis with a rebound. And Davis has got the ball here for New York. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Williams. From outside the arc. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
Orlando substitution. Number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots. New York again can't hit. With 1 on the clock. And he dunks it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And the basket by Castle.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Here's Roy. Shot clock at 6. Castle with it. Guarded now by Williams. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. To the paint. Here's Bynum. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Butler can't get it to go. Orlando leading. Here's Roy. Rebounded by Castle.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Back to Butler. To take the lead. And Castle with the 3. And the Knicks lead by 1.
I just love the ball movement.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
The 3 from Wembanyama. The Knicks with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Down low. Pass to Houston. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Gilmore. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the basket by Embiid.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
To the inside. Here's Stoudemire. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc. He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
That's off. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 13-4 run.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Stoudemire. Outside SGA. Goes again. Embiid there for the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And they'll get another chance. Outside Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Oh, plenty of chances. Nothing falls. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a minute 45 left in the final quarter. There's the drive. Book it. Straight in.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Puts up the tray. Anthony pulls it down.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Let's loose the 3. Cleared away by Embiid.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back. No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Outside, SGA. Here's Houston. And he drives in. Anthony fires. 19-footer is good.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Because it's a possible 2-for-1 scenario, they'll want to make any kind of quick shot a difficult one.
Outside Wembanyama. Here's Rice. With the drive. Oh, big finish! And he slams it down.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that's an intentional foul.
Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
At the line.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Next foul. Allen Houston. Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Takes it inside. And it's in there. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
And is blocked. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. A clean win. And one where they...
All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForge, in the sidelines as well. Taking a look at Toronto.
And when these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the standings look like. They are out for blood in this one.
Well, this has been fun. Rivals going at it. And when they play, even in the regular season, it takes on a playoff feel.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Jim, by the Raptors.
So well-deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A three-level elite scorer.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Here's DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Here's Houston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Fast break, Toronto. Banchero, right side. Malone's shot, good.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Anthony on the wing. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's McGrady. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Back to Malone.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
An even 3-on-3 break. This one for three. Drops in the tray.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
McGrady outside. And he jams it with authority.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Banchero. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Toronto making a change here. And that one misses. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's SGA. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
McGrady, right side. Outside DeRozan. 5 on the clock. trying his luck from deep. Sabonis grabs the board. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Pass to Anthony. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 9 points.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple, but he has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Banchero with the screen. Driving to the basket. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Baseline try. And again, it's New York.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
14. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. New York, 22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one.
14.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
That one drops for him. Hartenstein's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Raptors. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Now here's Randall. Baron Davis unable to get his shot to go. Butler in the corner. Outside, Markkanen. New York moving it around. Pass to Castle. Takes the three. Markkanen can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 8. Here's DeRozan. And he finishes nicely on the way. DeRozan's got his first basket.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Beyond the arc. Castle misses. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Castle. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Let's see
A new group in now for the Raptors.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Raptors trailed by 9.
Substitution on the court.
Turkoglu right side. Powered down with both hands.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Markkanen good. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Hey, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you guys.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. The Knicks making a switch here. Pass to Turkoglu. 3 on the clock. It's rebounded by New York. Now Davis. And here is Stoudemire. Defended by Towns. Back to Stoudemire. Second chance shot. And Stoudemire slams it in.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
The 19-foot shot. That one goes. Count it. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now here's Davis. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Back to Butler. Here's Castle. Off target from outside. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. The kick out to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns with the steal. Sweet move. And it's Banchero getting it to go. Banchero's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
The flush. DeMar getting up.
Out to Anthony. It's stolen by McGrady. Now the Raptors moving it up. Towns wide open. That's good, and it's Van Carroll with the assist. Towns has got 7.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
DeRozan with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
A wide open look here for Anthony. Drills the three-pointer. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up and through.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Back to McGrady. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Here's Houston. Pass to Gilmore. Outside, SGA. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire.
Substitution for your Knicks.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's DeRozan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
SGA from outside sinks the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Towns for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
Pass to Houston. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Points for him.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Raptors trail by 11. Turkoglu outside. Pass to DeRozan. Over Houston. DeRozan's shot is off. And so here is New York. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Shea is just getting better and better at facilitating.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Sabonis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. Picked by Randall. Turkoglu outside. Shot clock at 6. Fades. Sabonis grabs the board.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to Prince. DeRozan on the wing. No good on the 3. New York leading by 15. Here's Anthony. It's stolen by Turkoglu. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And Prince with the jam.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan. And this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. SGA, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 15.
45.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
DRAGZ feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Here's Malone. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. The Raptors making a switch here.
Number 33.
New York leading by 17. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Inside. Here's Sabonis. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
There's a good screen. Towns, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's in off the backboard. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Davis. Here he goes. And finished off by Davis.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
It's Powell with the drive. 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone. And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's SGA. Pass to Anthony. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Anthony's got 19 points.
So every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
That is a tough bucket by Hartenstein, able to battle through that contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And Stoudemire slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And so Ellis will bring it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. 2 points, that one goes.
And the speed of Ellis, unreal. When he sees a lane open, he just pounces on it.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by New York.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Outside, Towns. Can't hit from in close. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Allen, and it's blocked. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Malone in the corner. And Toronto turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Ellis can't get it to go. Here's McGrady. And there's the drive.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
And here's Turkoglu from the arc. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Now here's Turkoglu. McGrady left side. Pass to DeRozan. Lock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Here's Turkoglu. It's rebounded by New York.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. New York, no good that time either.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Back to McGrady. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's DeRozan's go-to. I mean, he's as deadly as they get with the catch-and-shoot opportunity.
It's good.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Now, here is McGrady. Six feet out. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. The Knicks leading by 4. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's DeRozan. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by DeRozan.
At 6'6", DeRozan can fly with the best of them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. From deep, Maxey. A putback. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc. You can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now, here is McGrady. Turkoglu. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Pass to Stoudemire. Some nice passing by New York here. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. No points there, only his third miss and 10 attempts from the floor. Here's Turkoglu. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Turkoglu's got his second bucket tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stoudemire outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Houston. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Here's the break. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end. Hey, that's just not a smart pass. It's as simple as that. Was not a smart pass.
It could go. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back.
16. The Knicks, 15.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moved so well with and without the ball.
Back to Sabonis. In the corner, Castle with it. Pass to Butler. Now here is Davis. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Now Davis. Puts up a 3. Banchero grabs the board. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Davis. In the corner, Castle with it. Stolen by Prince. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Markkanen in the corner. Jacks up a 3. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Markkanen. The 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. Markkanen's got his first 3 points of the game.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Banchero inside. Pass to DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Inside. Markkanen. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And it's DeRozan missing. Knicks trail by 5. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I need to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
The kick outside to Butler. From downtown, trains the three-pointer. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that was all set up by the attack of SGA, getting deep in and spraying it out there for the triple.
Here comes SGA. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Raptors with the lead. Malone outside. To the middle. Here's Towns. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Butler on the wing. Back to SGA. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. Pass to Malone. Here's Stoudemire. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now, because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
McGrady outside. Driving the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Knicks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Butler. Here's Gilmore, defended by Towns. And here is Butler. Here's Stoudemire. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's McGrady. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's all tied in Toronto. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now DeRozan. Pass to Malone. Shakes him. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. High he got up there, dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
DeRozan got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the '92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And that one is good. Turkoglu's got 6 points.
Yeah, and this team looks for Turkoglu to score, especially when he gets a good look inside.
And here's Anthony for 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making the statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
SGA with the steal. Now here's SGA in transition. To the paint. Here's Gilmore. Nice defense from Malone.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Turkoglu with it. He's got 8. And he dunks it down.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he?
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there. That's exactly what you want to see. Your big man playing big. Strong board.
And here's Anthony for 3. Here's Toronto. They've got an 8-0 run. Malone right side. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Stoudemire.
You know, he's such a load to deal with inside because Malone's intensity and relentlessness down there makes defenses almost have to foul.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through that season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Here is Davis. Nothing on the board. On the wing, Markkanen. New York moving the ball around. Back to Davis. Out to Anthony. Here's Houston. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Houston's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Houston. Outside Anthony. Here is Davis. Takes a 3. The shot by Anthony, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's McCollum. 4 on the clock. And here's Turkoglu. And the layup's good off the glass. Turkoglu's got 10 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Prince. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Prince has got his second bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Houston. Now here is Davis. 3-pointer. Houston can't get it to go. To the inside. Here's Turkoglu. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hold.
30 seconds.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Knicks trailed by 9. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Castle. Davis down low. Three-pointer, Butler. No good on that one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Maxey attacking. The layup off target. Knicks trailed by 8. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Prince. And Prince with the jam.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. G.A. just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Raptors leading by 10. Here's Towns. That one misses. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. DeRozan surveying the D. Nice move. And the dunk by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns is really powerful.
Out to Anthony. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Anthony's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New York.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now, Castle. It's stolen by Turkoglu. DeRozan! Rebounded by Anthony.
Hey, give the defense credit for really good effort, but Gilmore, such a big guy, he's not backing down. And because he doesn't, he draws the foul.
At the line for the Knicks.
He doesn't get the second one. Toronto leading by 5. Outside DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Off the glass.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Knicks trail by 7. Anthony fires. Knocks down the 3.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Launches it. It's off. And the Knicks with possession here. Stolen by Prince. Now Towns. It's stolen by Anthony. Throws it down. What an assist!
Gilmore delivering in a big way right there. Who else would you go to in the clutch?
Turkoglu outside. Just 5 on the clock. He takes it in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Here's Towns. Leaves it in off the window.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in the way.
Anthony taking his time here. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander buries the deep ball.
And how about no hesitation? Allen Houston there just kept his cool and knocks down a huge shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area,